Hello. Hey, welcome back. My name's Katie. I do the New York Times crossword puzzle almost every day. 99% of days here, and I do the whole I share the whole solution just for you so that you can see and be amazed. And it's fun, you know? I like a chatty puzzle. That's everybody should have that in their life. So thanks for joining. Today is Thursday, August 13th. I've been waiting for Thursday all week long, including the 2 days that I thought were Wednesday. And so, without further ado, let's do it. Let's see. Okay. I accidentally hit the start puzzle. What was I thinking? You'll see I'm only 7 seconds in, so I stopped it immediately when I noticed what had happened here. So, let's do it. Oh, now see, we've been having I don't know what you would call it, like ascending diagonals. And today we have a lovely descending diagonal pattern. And again, this puzzle looks oddly teeny tiny to me. Not sure why. All right. Okay. This could be a guess. It is a guess. But I think this 0 is zilch. And I think that what we have next to it here, the down or the across, sorry, is either going to be zig or zag. Yeah, it's going to be zag because love of Bologna. Okay, first of all, if you read this love of bologna, I love you because that was my initial gut reaction. I do love bologna, but love of Bologna is going to be amore, which is love in Italian. My dog, June, who I love very much, always decides she has to go outside immediately upon me starting this. So let me go put her out, and then we won't have to hear her bark the entire time. Hang on just a moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. You know, the doggies. You'd think I would remember these things. I don't. Every day it feels like a new annoyance. And I mean, I love that they love to be outside. Fly off the handle, I think, is go. And I wonder if it's going to be something like berserk. But will. Okay. Tiptoed, say, I think is crept. Messenger. Yeah. This, I think, is Hermes. I think it's the Greek god, messenger god. In Disney's Hercules, Hermes was played by Paul Schaefer. Classic. He has little wings on his shoes, you know? I think Hermes is in a logo. It's Michelin or something. It has the little shoes with the wings on them. I do think this is berserk, and I think we're going to spell it that way. We're going to at least try. Oh, well, all of that was a great story. Clearly something is not right here, because this is not right. Okay, well, this is steam, I think. Boil or a sign of boiling. Oh, but you know, I have to remind myself this is a Thursday and this is a theme clue. So we know that because of the italics. So I'm not going to change anything right now until we figure out. They may have deposits. I think we're safe to put the S there. Okay. Okay. Sound from a monitor. Okay. Pull out as a narrow victory, I think, is eek. We don't see that clue. We see eek in here a lot. Makes an oopsie. Oh my god. Of course it's errors. It wouldn't be a full week of crossword puzzle if we didn't see that at least one day. Sound from a monitor. This could be like a computer monitor, like a beep. Maybe that's what it is. Or this could be a monitor like an exam monitor, like a proctor. Oh god. I was going to say, please let this be okra, fried side dish with catfish perhaps. It had to be okra or we were wrong somewhere, because I can think of no other words that have a K and R in the middle. I am drinking delicious iced coffee, and boy, did I tell you about the boon I had in coffee this week. I was digging through a cupboard and I found a shelf-stable bottle of cold brew concentrate from Trader Joe's, best by date, this October. Totally forgot I had it. It's maple cold brew. Delicious. Oh my god, what a find. I was thrilled. Yeah, look at this. Mafia members, for example. But we've got lobsters here. So either something's wrong. Also, for a clue on a Thursday, that's too easy. That is too easy. They might have deposits. Okay. Unfortunately, Hermes is not right. Although I'm not going to say this isn't right. That looks right. But this, they might have deposits, is bottles. Reacted to a bad taste, perhaps, is spit. Messenger. Oh, wow. This is something. Okay, I'm not gonna. It's a Thursday. We have to just go with it till we figure out what's going on. A little bit of chaos never hurt anybody. I'll admit, this doesn't look good, but sticky stuff is paste and bamboozle. Like a bike without wheels. Okay, the 8 down is query for Claude, for example. Claude being an AI agent. One who's definitely not being invited to the party. Apple accessory announced alongside the removal of the iPhone's headphone jack. Oh. Okay. Record label owned by 72 Across. Okay. Littlest bits could be iotas. Which actually, iota, I think, is a Greek letter. But it also means just a speck, you know? You have an iota of something. Cough drop brand whose name is yodeled in its commercials. Say it all together now. Ricola. I think I bought stock in Ricola when I sing in the choir in Chicago. Oh my god. I would like the amount of sugar-free Ricola that's gone through this body. I might as well be Swiss. I might as well be Alpen at this point. Okay, Motrin alternative is Aleve. And epitome of a hot place, Hades. You know, I've been overdosing on Hades Town for the past couple days. And so that's ironic that shows up here. Timely, I guess. I think one who's definitely not being invited to a party could be Pariah, which would give us the record label RCA. I have no idea who 72 Across is, but that's okay. That's a problem for later. Okay, a query for Claude, I think, is a prompt. And gave a talking to or rated. AirPods, I think. The headphones, the wireless ones. And bamboozle, stump. If that is correct, I have questions because I wouldn't necessarily think bamboozle means to stump, but we can look that up if that ends up being right. Okay. Okay. So what's weird here is I would think this would be ex-spouses. But a word with UX, I think, does not exist in the English language. I cannot think of a single one. And so what I'm wondering is if this is going to be, I'm going to put the U in here. And this is going to be like US something. I think the org focused. Important travel info would be estimated time of departure. And if this is espouses, right? Yeah, like a bike without wheels is useless. Okay, so we have a little insight, more than we have over here, because this is very bizarre. But basically what we did here is this should, the answer to this is ex spouses. But you notice that the X is like not represented. So that has something to do with what's going on in this puzzle. I just don't know what it is. And like this, okay, my tense was wrong here. And so reacted to a bad taste perhaps would be spat. And messenger, I would think would be maybe herald. But then, I don't know what to do up here. So I'm going to put herald in because I do think that's right. That is a messenger. And let's keep going and see if we may have to do a little revision of this up here, because this mafia members, it would be mobsters, but we have an L here instead. And now we've skipped over an X. So I'm not really sure what's happening. Can we get to the... Okay. Evaluating. So this is kind of the clue, the theme clue. Evaluating as an opponent or a hint to fitting the answers to the italicized clues into the grid. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, gold of the 21st century is data, I think. And hold up, I think, is steal. Like you hold up a... I hope you don't, but you know. Oh. Okay. Light weapon. Kind of bean used in Egyptian falafel. Why do I feel like this is going to be fava? Let's check. Many a sleepless night, Eve, and untapped as talent. In need of training. Okay. I think is new and untapped. Hey, we're halfway. Please subscribe if you want to continue to watch me struggle with the disaster that is today's puzzle. Okay. Untapped as talent, I think, is raw. Org focused on cloud security. Is this USAF, the Air Force? Like cloud security, like flying in the clouds? Sometimes I feel like if I have to really talk myself into it, I'm like making it make sense. But I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. This is light, quote unquote, weapon is a saber. And it's in quotes because obviously lightsabers are not a real weapon, but a saber is a real weapon. But okay, you get it. All right. Pass as time doing something. Teary-eyed expression. I mean, is it something sad? I'm sad. So sad. Let's come over here. We love a K and O. Crap. I don't know. Inga Brixton. Okay, well, verbalized shivers. Brr, brr. Okay. Sandwich that may be a bit crunchy. For short, PB&J. Obviously, we don't put the and in. It's just PBJ. Dessert often eaten before the Ides of March would be pie. Why, you ask, would it be eaten before the Ides of March? The Ides of March in any month are the 15th. The Ides of March being made famous by Macbeth or Hamlet. I can't remember which one. I think it's Macbeth. March 14th is Pi Day. 3.14 ... right? And so we eat pie on Pi Day. App name for an investor would be IRA. Okay. I wonder if this is going to be like Jacob, like they spell it over there, and either this is going to be O or U. So let's see. Okay. No answer here yet. Overwhelming stream. Okay. Well, this could be an actual stream like the landform, or it could be an overwhelming stream of, whatever, email or something. So we'll have to find out. Oh, collect over and over as resources in a video game. What do they call this? It's not grinding, obviously. It is. Oh, shoot. There's a word. I think I know it. I'll know it when I see part of it. 11th of a noted 12 in my mind would be November, but I don't know. And it fits. I don't know how to fit it in here because it's one of these clues. So let's keep that in mind. Yeah, see, monastic superior, I think would be an abbot. An abbey of monks. The abbot is the superior. So I don't know. Website that describes itself as a place to share knowledge and better understand the world. I was going to say Reddit, but then I stopped myself because maybe that's true. Part of a slider, bun. The sandwich. Thankfully, we had the B there, which tells me Abbott was the right instinct. Smallest member of the genus Lynx. I think this is bobcat. Do I know for sure? No, but that's my best guess. Uncommon color on the red carpet. Could this be orange? I can't think of another color that would go there. This is freaking me out a little bit. Oh, okay. It is not. That is Quora's description. Quora to me is a garbage website. Everything that I've gotten from Quora is not right or it's completely weird. Go to Reddit instead. Okay. This is going to be Aquarius, not November. I was thinking of those 12, but we're talking about zodiac signs. So that does make sense. But again, it's that theme answer, and I don't know how that works. Let's look here. Okay, allowed to post on a forum again would be unban. Casual gaming site. Now, if this is Aquarius... Oh, would this be sofa? Maybe Jacob is right. You know what's funny about this puzzle right now? I'm looking at it. I'm feeling like it's a disaster. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this looks pretty good. So it's weird how that sometimes works. Because I can't figure out the theme, it feels like a total mess. And it's actually maybe not. That's where it can get you though. Because sometimes you look at it and you're like, well, this isn't a mess. And there's something direly wrong. So we'll see. Soaked up the sun will be tanned, I think. And CNN is right there. Okay. Oh, an overwhelming stream, I think, is barrage. Ran amok. Oh, man. I don't know. Is this farm? Farm. Collect over and over? I think that's right. Ran amok. Oh. Okay, I was just going to make a guess. Something tells me this is Roger, and I don't know if that's right. However, when I put that in, by the way, this clue is blank Roy succession role for Kieran Culkin, for which Kieran Culkin won an Emmy. Use its caution while in public during flu season. Oh. Okay, I'm going to commit to the first two letters. Here's why I meant to finish this. Ran amok is rioted, I think. Oh. There's a lovely butterfly that just flew down from the heavens. And, hang on just a second, would you? Okay. Now see, 5 stars on a scale. Is this mega something? AI that has been trained with massive amounts of tech. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is not right. Because I think this is LLM. It's that large language model, you know? What is this then? Hold up. Stall. Okay. We have to go backwards to go forward. Oh, guess what? Oh my God. I think I see I don't know how, but I see this coming in. Okay, look, maximum. Now, which is surely correct. Drinks at a pub are ales. But we have an extra X here. Guess what? I think we got the X from up here, and it's in here now. I don't know how that works. And when we get to Aquarius, that looks... I don't know. That looks like... Oh, this is Roman. That... Okay. I wish it was Roger. Okay. So good. I was going to say Aquarius cannot be the answer here, or we are cooked, because then I really don't know the theme, but it's not. Uses caution while in public during flu season is masks, which makes Aquarius, aquarium, and look what we get back. We get the M here from the M up here, maybe. Okay. I'm sad. Yeah, there we go. And drains the life out of, saps, I think. Pass. As time doing something. Spend. Compactness, I think, is density. Pass. Spend. I think it's spend. I'm going to put that in. We can fix it if it's not right. Lunchtime, say noon. Okay. Something to jump on. Bandwagon. All right. Was especially wintry, snowed. I have to tell you, today is August, 13th? I have been dreaming about the fall and the winter for the past couple days. Like, I'm projecting myself to get to that point. It's not enough to be industrious. So are the ants. Henry David Thoreau. Go off with a bang. Erupt. Consideration when diving would be depth, I think. And all of these should be right. Decline cookies, opt out. Last term in a math lecture series is nth. That's right. Oh, Sony Pictures. Okay. Draw together as brows would be knit. Okay, we're closing in. Evaluating as an opponent or a hint to fitting the answers to the italicized clues in the grid. Ha. All right, well, I'm thinking this is sizing up, which looks like that answer is going to be... Yeah. All right. Here's the fun part about this 95-day streak. I still don't totally get this theme, so let's come back in here. This is going to be like right on target for a Thursday. I feel like that's okay. Sizing up. Maximum is where we get the extra X. We get the extra M here. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? I'm going to let's do a little, well, let's look at the stats, and then I'm going to go to Rex Parker and see if they can explain, because I'm not seeing it. And maybe you see it. If you see it right now, put it in the comments. I would love to know if this is so obvious and I'm just like blind to it. Okay, so this was a little longer than a typical average, but I think maybe relative to how it felt to solve this, you know, I'm feeling like it went better than I expected. All right, I'm going to take us, oops, don't do that. I'm going to take us to Rex Parker because I want to show you Rex Parker. Yes, and I have to refresh. Easy, medium, I would say that is true. They gave it 3 stars. That feels slightly harsh, but maybe it's because, I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Rex Parker if you've never been here. Sizing up, evaluating. Okay, you must move certain letters up a size. Oh. You must move certain letters up a size in order to fit them in the grid. Change an S to an M or an L to an XL. This results in new words that don't seem to match the clues. So we did. Oh, okay. Yeah, we solved it without really getting the theme, which are particularly my favorites, but we did, obviously, we got all of these right. Uh, let's see what they say. This one ekes out 3 stars because the theme is genuinely interesting and clever, although I assume someone's just going to put this thing down in reverse and do a downsizing puzzle. Outside the theme, the puzzle is obnoxiously tech obsessed. I didn't find that obnoxious. With a fondness for AI that made it completely repulsive. Okay, tell us how you really feel. Wow. I want to see Claude and LLM in a puzzle about as much as I want to see anything related to Harry effing Potter. Wow. Maybe less so. It's a scourge that I get exhausted just thinking about explaining why. Yikes. All right, somebody had big feelings. Again, I like the concept, the theme concept. I just didn't like much else. I agree. I did not think, I don't have this issue with the AI stuff. I didn't feel like it was obsessed. And it is signed Rex Parker, so maybe he actually wrote this one today. Yeah. Sorry for the scrolling. I just want to see if I'm missing anything of interest here. Back to the theme, it was tricky for many reasons. The answers are wrong for their clues, but you have to figure out why. Yeah. Okay, we had a similar experience. Today, even after I saw the gimmick, I did not see it at all. This is because that letter change in lobsters involves consecutive letters. So I figured we were just dropping the letter down one place in the alphabet. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I got Axel's. That one was very easy to get and wondered why we were now adding a letter instead of changing a letter. Yeah. So we did have a similar experience. Even after I got sizing up and figured out why most of the changes were happening, I was stuck on espouses. Well, we weren't. We got that one right away. Finally dawned on me. Okay. Even though the themers were easy enough to get, completely grasping the theme took some time. I agree completely. And I'm glad to know that Rex Parker, who is an esteemed crossword solver, if you've never seen this website that he has, I mean, he's been writing, you can see this is a blogspot blog. This thing has to be, I don't know how far it goes back, but I've been looking at it for almost the entire time that I've been doing the puzzle. So, and I assume it predates me. So, anyway, I'm super happy that we solved the puzzle. I have like some meetings coming up. I have my concert is tonight. So there are things happening, and gotta get it together. So this is a great way to kind of do that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll be back tomorrow for the Friday. Another thing to look forward to. All of my singing obligations for the near future will be concluded. So I have to come up with some other stuff to do. But one thing I don't have to figure out is whether or not to solve the puzzle. That's always going to happen. So, anyway, have a great Thursday. May it not hang you up on the path to Friday. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good solving today.